You guys, we're here. It's happening. How are you? I'm Yvette Nicole Brown. Thanks for coming, you guys. We're about to start the most amazing panel at Comic-Con. I don't care what anybody says. So let's get started. Where are all my one-sers? All right, you guys, I want to just get started and just bring everybody out. So we're going to start with the creators of this fabulous show. Let's bring out Eddie Kitsis and Adam Horowitz. Hello, handsome fellas. Next we have the one that is charming and wonderful, Mr. Josh Dallas. Making her triumphant return to Comic-Con. Give it up for Jennifer Goodwin. Snow White. Next we have the roguishly handsome Captain Hook, Colin O'Donoghue. Please keep your applause going for the beautiful and newly dark Emma Swan, Jennifer Morrison. We have the vivacious and redeemed Evil Queen, Lana Parrilla. We have the man who only takes for the good of others, our Robin Hood, Sean Maguire. We have the beautiful one who makes us green with envy because of her talent. Bring out Rebecca Mader, the Wicked Witch. Please say hello to the winsome and graceful belle, Emily DeRobin. And last but not least, the man whose heart is now as white as snow's last name, Rumpelstiltskin himself, Robert Carlyle. To start, that doggone author has been a problem for me. Anybody else got a problem with Isaac, the author, he's a problem. So what I need to know is how much of what we've been seeing and enjoying has been his hand and how much has been free will and fate? Help me. Adam and Eddie, help me.
Well, for the most part, it's been free will.
Okay.
And Isaac, as we saw last season, decided, like any good author, that he was going to change things for his own betterment. Mm-hmm. And once he did that, things got out of control. But he wasn't pushing things and changing the free will of the characters. The characters have been operating under their own free will and desires and falling in love and all that other stuff without, his push. And then we saw, hopefully in the finale last year, how he kind of molded things to his own betterment.
Okay. So he's not purely evil. I don't like him, y'all. Not a fan. Not a fan. Love the actor, hate the character. Okay.
Never trust a writer.
I want to throw this down to Emily. It has been quite a year for Belle. She's been profoundly betrayed by her love. She found her power by banishing him with the dagger. She journeyed to Arendelle to try to find information about her mom. She found rebound love. It was a rebound, y'all. That's not real. That will thing is not going to last. What do you, Emily, want for Belle in season 5?
A vacation. Maybe the Bahamas for a few months. Yeah, no, she has. Wow, when you list it off. Huh.
Yeah.
Damn. She's forever holding herself together, taking care of this one. And she's a strong young woman, but there's also a point where she really has to put her foot down and make probably the biggest decision of her adult life in regard to not just her relationship with Rumple, but with her relationship with herself, of where she's going to head, what's important to her, and obviously, as everyone else, being thrown into a massive situation of us all trying to help Miss Swan not...
Shenanigans down here on this end of the stage.
Sorry, Emily.
We started the name swapping, guys, okay?
You tell that we've been working together for quite some time.
I want to, you guys, before we go any further, last year we had everyone line up for questions early on. So if you guys have a question, can you guys find your way to the mic now? Well, I mean, you don't need to run. I just safely. I don't know. I think she should be first. She is working for it, you guys. She wants it more than you guys do. Okay. Robert, when we talked last year, you and I, when we talked last year, you said that Rumple was an addict. You said that he was addicted to magic and to power. So now we see that he's kind of lost both. So how do you think he's going to deal with the loss of the two things that he loves the most, or he's addicted to, I should say?
Well, it's a difficult question to answer, really, without giving too much away this time round. But the incarnation of Rumple this time around is slightly different from what you guys have been used to seeing. He has lost his mantle as the Dark One. But that's not to say that he still doesn't have that same kind of trickery about him. He certainly still has that. Adam and Eddie are the ones to ask about how this thing's going to go. And as regards Mr. Gold, he is presently in a coma, so he's not doing too much.
Since we're going to stay in the loss area, I want to come down to Miss Lana Parrilla. I'm going to jump around. I didn't jump over those two wonderful newbies. I'm coming back to them. I just got this question for Lana. Okay. All right.
Oh, thanks.
Lana, this year we got a further glimpse into what Regina has been through in her life. Even the author said that out of all the characters, Regina has been screwed over the most. Yeah. I was moved by the realization that even your mother, Cora, told you you're not going to be happy. You don't know how. So how does this affect Regina's book? I know, it was horrible. It's her mama. How does
it's made
this
for a
affect,
very difficult life.
Yeah. How does this affect Regina's way of looking at life and what she thinks is possible for her?
Well, I think she deep down felt at one point that she can never truly be happy. And that's why she was so bad and evil and committed all these horrible acts. But it's being surrounded by the heroes, I guess, that have, and really Emma and Henry, that have changed this sort of perception. But hearing that for her growing up by her mother and her father wishing happiness upon her and her going in an opposite direction, she's come full circle. But I think it's having the familial support that has really given her hope. And she found love.
Aww. Well, I mean, since she didn't...
I think she's really now starting to embrace it and accept that she can be happy.
I mean, since you threw to him, I was going to go to him later, but he's right there. I want to know... This is a tough one. Sean McGuire, who do you think is Robin Hood's true love? Because I see the connection that he has with Regina, but, you know...
Colin, stop looking at me.
Listen here, Rebecca. Rebecca?
What we do off camera...
Don't you start, Rebecca. Don't you start, Rebecca. Look, there's some stuff, there's trickery, there's been some trickery.
Are you asking me my personal opinion?
I would like you to answer as yourself and the character, please, since you brought it up as an option.
I only go by what Adam and Eddie write.
Good answer.
And the way that I've read it is that he's pretty madly in love with this one. I may be wrong, but that's how I interpreted it. This one's just a meanie and rather deceitful.
Yes. I'm still going to hold off on Rebecca. I need some time before I get to you. I gotta get my mind right, girl. I gotta get my mind right. I'm gonna bump over to something that was very delightful for me this year. I loved everything you guys did. I loved the show. I'm a oncer. But my favorite scenes this season have invariably involved Jennifer and Josh being horrible. Snowing's descent into criminal mastermindom has been just my favorite thing. I wanted to know, how much fun was it to portray the darker sides of Snow and Prince Charming? Y'all were wretched. Wretched
I
could
at
do that all
times.
day, every day.
Every day? Like in real
Even
life?
at home. I would like to give an answer full of artistic integrity, but the truth is I mostly break out into giggles because it's so much fun.
The cameraman's confused.
Finally.
Find us now.
What was that, Adam?
Find us now.
He's got Adam.
Josh, your name's Adam.
What?
You have Adam Horowitz in front of you.
Adam, how was it? Adam, how was it for Josh to be evil?
It was good.
Yeah, it was great to be able to explore a different side of him for sure. And if we get the opportunity to go back there, it would be great.
Yes, please.
Great fun.
Yes.
I think Josh really liked the guy liner. I think he was happy to have the guy liner moment. The guy liner.
Guy liner. Hey, I was against the guy liner for a long time, but now I kind of like it.
We
Even at
doubled
home?
down on the guy liner. We
Kinda
said,
like-
Josh, more guy liner for you.
More
and he
Manscara.
loved it. Whoa. No one's going to take
I
this
like
away,
it. I
Colin.
like it.
This question is for Jennifer, our Emma Swan. Yeah, no claps. I want to clap for her. She's going to go dark. Let me say that name and y'all don't give her what she's due. Okay. Jennifer, Emma finds out this season, that last season, that being good and the savior was not exactly born in her, that there was some trickery by these two that caused it to be so strong. Has that affected her confidence in being the savior and what she means to the residents of Storybrooke?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of season 4 was about her confidence really being shaken because when you believe that you've overcome obstacles on your own, you believe that you've found that strength within yourself. And so not only did it feel like a betrayal to think that her parents, who she'd built up to be these really idealistic,
Right.
good images, had hurt her. She felt like this was not necessarily her own accomplishment to have stayed good despite all of the things that had happened in her life. And so that definitely undercut her confidence in her belief in her strength, in herself.
Something just came to mind as we were talking about this. Storybrooke is not exactly safe. I don't know if anybody's aware of that. It's not safe. Stuff happens all the time. And sometimes
really bad
it's not.
sheriffs, really bad.
It's
sheriffs.
bad stuff went down last year. I mean, the ice walls and there's the Chernobog and stuff happening. Cruella, it's a lot of stuff. And at times people can leave. Not always, but sometimes they can leave. And I'm trying to figure out why people stay.
Well, that's an excellent question.
That is
Adam and
a
Ed?
great question, and I think we have a video.
Is there a video?
Yeah,
That I think we should ask some Storybrooke residents why they stayed. The people that you don't see, for all the heroes, they're the people that are cobblers and have real jobs.
Many people who are suffering
Yeah.
in Storybrooke.
Let's see what that is.
We have the writers of Once Upon a Time are here. We don't do this by ourselves.
Stand
and
up, you guys.
most
Where are
of
you?
them-
Stand up, writers.
Stand up.
Let's see where you are. There they are.
Thank you for all you do.
We are up here, but we could not do it without those people right there. So please harass them after.
Yes.
Let them know how lovely they are.
This question is for Colin. Hey, Colin. For all of Hook's previous scoundrel-like tendencies, he's proven this year to be an upstanding guy. So what do you think has been his greatest challenge to achieving complete redemption? Is his temper? Because that flared up this year. Is it pride? That came up this year. His fear came up this year. What is it?
Can I just say you look wonderful today?
Why, yes, you can.
I think, Hook, he's sort of been battling darkness for hundreds of years, and, he found love with Emma, and so I think, he's desperately been trying to hold on to that and, trying to be the better man to keep her heart sort of safe, much like, Charming and Snow. He wants to protect her. But he has been a villain, and his girlfriend's nasty now, so I mean in a good way.
Oh yeah.
But so who knows what's gonna happen? But I think he really struggled with trying to stay on the right path last season, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes now.
Okay. You guys, there's something happening at Comic-Con that's been selling out. Are you guys aware of these Funko Pop dolls? There's one of Regina. I know this is not about me, but I feel like for being here, somebody should have gave me one. I don't.
They didn't give me one.
Why I gotta beg? Why I gotta beg for stuff up here? I don't.
We could make that happen.
What? What now? Say what? What's happening? What?
Hey, there will be a set of 6 Once Upon a Time Funko Pop dolls available online and in stores early October. So Oncers, let's show Funko how strong we are, and let's buy these and have them sell out.
Yes. I can tell you they're actually already available for pre-order online because our son already has a set coming.
There was supposed to be one of me.
No,
there wasn't.
Cute. Before we go to the audience questions, will be next. I gotta go down to Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hello, gorgeous.
You scare me a little bit. I'm a little scared of you. I mean, don't look at me like that.
You should be scared.
I should be scared. Okay, this is serious. Look, I think you're great, and I think you're an amazing actress.
But there's a but coming,
But you
isn't
scare me a little bit. This is what I want to know. This is why you scare me, because you're brilliant. Zelina has been a bratty child, and on a dime, she has shifted to being the most evil, scary, wicked thing you've ever seen. I'm an actor. I'm a hack. I'm not that great. I'm not as great as her. But I know as an actor, it is very difficult to make that turn. So I want to know, what has that been like for you as an actor, as a thespian?
It's
on Once Upon a Time.
wicked. It's so much fun. This is the best character I've ever played in my life. I love playing someone just so batshit crazy. It's so much fun. Zelina is a complete psychopath. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I think the reason it's so easy to play someone so awful is because she thinks she's delightful. She's totally incognizant of the reality of who she really is, and she is on a mission. She believes she's her own hero. So I just trust in that rather than trying to play awful. I trust in the fact that she needs to vindicate herself and find her own happy ending because she feels incredibly wronged, and she is on a mission to get what she truly deserved, and she believes she's right.
Tell me this. I notice things, you guys. I'm a nerd. I watch really for the minutia. Zelina's been looking at us directly in the camera, has she not? She looked at us in the hospital, and she looked at us in that mirror. You guys notice she looked right at us?
Did I?
I'm not crazy. Look, go back and get your DVRs going. There are 2 moments when Zelina looks into your soul. I'm not kidding. She did it in New York twice. When she's in the hospital with Rumple, she looks right down the barrel, and there's a moment when she's hugging Robin Hood. She's hugging Robin Hood, and she looks in the mirror, and she looks into your soul. Go back.
I felt like she was looking right at me, too.
I know I didn't miss this. All right, this is my stuff, but I got to get my stuff out. This is my time with him, too. Okay. Let's go to... You did that. I know you did.
No, when that was a really fun day at work when Sean had to kiss everybody in the room. And there was this moment... We were like, switch, so we made Mary and me were all kissing, and there was a mirror right there. I'm like, oh, that would be really sick and twisted if I just opened my eyes and looked at the mirror.
I'm telling you, she
made it really, really twisted.
She looked right at us. Okay, let's go to an audience question. Are you there? Hi, honey.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie.
My question is for Colin. If the author was real and you can have him change one thing about your life, what would it be?
About my life as Colin? Or about my life? Wow. Woo. Let me answer that as Captain Hook.
Good luck with that.
I think I would like to have 2 hands. I think that would be probably the thing I would say is, dear Mr. Author, please could I have 2 hands so I can feel something with my left hand. So, hey. Stop it. I genuinely actually didn't mean to make a joke there. I'm just incredibly funny.
Let's do... Y'all don't even know. Okay, can we do another? Let's do another.
Hi. This question's for... my name's Marissa. And this question's for Jennifer. So since, Colin, you have to fake an accent in your show, I wanted Jennifer to try and do the Irish accent.
Yeah!
Well done.
I think we all would.
Well done. Starting with easy questions.
Let's be having you.
Let's be having you.
Irish swan.
Let's be having you.
Say, conoscitati.
What was that English? Conoscitati.
Yeah, conoscitati.
Say it again.
Conoscitati.
Conoscitatu?
Yeah.
That's Irish for how are you.
Oh,
So that's
Conoscitatu. Conoscitatu. Conoscitatu.
And scene.
Let's do one more since we have the light. Go ahead, honey.
Hi, my name is Jane Marie. My question is for Jennifer, and I wanted to know what your reaction to the season 4 finale was.
Yeah, I'm really excited as an actor to be able to start season 5 of a show doing something brand new is so exciting. And I've been so enjoying playing Emma and everything that's come along with it. But now I get to sort of try something totally new and different, and I get to have the fun that these guys have been having. There is some fun to the villainy, and I've spent the whole hiatus kind of digging up my thoughts about it and figuring out what I want to do with it. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I think it's a really great thing. And I think that also, Emma went through a lot in her life. And she had a tough childhood, and she's had to overcome a lot of things. And she's always tried to be the bigger person, and she's tried to be the good person. And now that she's tethered to the darkness, she's sort of free of that. And I think that in that space, she's going to face some of the darkness in herself and figure out what that means and figure out how to truly overcome it instead of just repress it. So I'm excited to see where this journey takes her.
I think this is a great time to segue into the dark elephant in the room, the swaniness of it all, the dark swaniness of it. You guys, what's happening?
Would you guys like to take a look at Emma as the Dark Swan?
Who wants to see the Dark Swan?
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Should we show you? Okay.
All right.
All you had to do was ask. Everyone up in Vancouver, Steve, we couldn't, and our crew up there, we couldn't do it without you.
Amen.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not okay. I had to resist every black person urge I have because not all of us, but some of us talk back to the screen. Not all of us. This one does. And I wanted to tell him not to go in there. I wanted to save my brother. Don't go in. Okay, I'm done. I'm very disturbed, and Jennifer, now I'm afraid of you. Okay. I want to ask this question of the lovely Jennifer, who scared the crap out of me a second ago. In my opinion, I felt that Emma sacrificed herself for Regina. I felt this entire season was a great pairing of you two in various ways. I felt like a friendship was truly formed, a love was truly formed. You guys actually care about each other. And I felt like in that moment, you gave up everything for Regina. But you have some other thoughts about it as well in that moment when she became Darcy.
I think that I think that if Regina were the only person in danger, she would still have made the same choice. But from a storytelling perspective, I think it's also important for people to know that the darkness was threatening the entire town.
Right.
Although I think she, with the friendship that they have formed at this point, and as much as she's seen Regina go through, she would absolutely have made that choice either way. She had to make a split-second decision knowing that if that darkness wasn't tethered to one being, that it was going to consume everyone in town,
right.
that everyone would have been lost to it. So it is sort of twofold.
Okay, I want to go back to Eddie and Adam. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Have I told you I love you lately? I love you both.
Thank you.
I do. Has the 100th episode been planned yet? And if so, what do you have in store?
Well,
I didn't say I loved you to get scoop. I just feel like we deserve some scoop.
Well, I mean, all we can really say right now is we want to make it very special, and we're planning to have the 100th episode be our spring premiere. So,
that's cool.
you know, we're hard at work at not telling you anything right now.
But we're very proud that we are entering our 5th season and
Yes.
that we are approaching our 100th episode. And for a show that everyone predicted to be canceled first, I think it is a testament to you, Oncer. So give
thank you
yourself
all.
a round of applause. We did it.
Yes. Let's bounce to another audience question. Hi, honey. Hi.
I'm Grace. My question is for Eddie and Adam. As someone who's made lifelong friends through the fandom, what do you think it is about this show in particular that makes these strangers into a family?
Yeah. That's really wonderful to hear. You know, I don't know. It's like it is magic to see you guys and to see this fandom. It blows our mind every time.
I think that this is a show for believers and people who want to believe, and I think that it united a lot of people who are tired of cynicism and believe in magic.
Yeah.
And I hope it did bring you all together, and I hope you get lifelong friends, because I think the reason that we created the show was to add a little hope to the world in any way we could.
This question is for Jennifer Goodwin. Yes, she's amazing. We all love her hair. Okay,
Hiding
this
the gray.
is not a question so much as a kudos. When you had to channel Regina, and you know that scene, you guys, where she's speaking, right? That is some of the most amazing lip syncing I have ever heard, and I believe there's some information you want to tell us about how that scene came together.
It's a bit of a trick. Lana actually gave me a recording of how she was going to perform it later. So I imitated her on camera, and then by listening to something on my phone. And then she went back and did what we call ADR, which is the voiceover done after the fact. And she lip-synced her own voice back to my lips.
And I have a tip. When I did my little small cameo, which I loved, as Ursula, Lana had already been Ursula. She'd already done her scenes. And so I ran into her randomly at a party, and I said, hey, how did you do it? And then I mimicked her as my voice of Ursula. So we all just want to be Lana Parrilla. This is a question for Robert. Hi, Robert.
Hi.
You recently directed The Legend of Barney Thompson. It was your feature film debut, your directorial debut. Is there any chance you direct an episode of Once Upon a Time?
Well, I guess that's a question for Adam and Eddie, but they have to see the film yet, so I don't know.
It's been getting great reviews. Don't even try it. Don't try it.
I don't know. I enjoyed my experience directing. It was something that's sort of been on the horizon for me for quite a long time. But directing television is a far different thing from directing film. I think you find that television is a producer's medium, which is a different thing from film, which is a director's medium. So it would really have to go through an awful lot of different people before it came down to me. But I don't know. They need to ask.
This one is a question. It's for Emily, but I don't know if this is something you can even answer. It's a question about when she was at the well talking to Rumpel. How in control was Belle, or was she doing Regina's bidding the entire time? Can you answer as an actress what you knew, or?
Yeah, I love that scene. Thanks, guys.
It's a great scene.
Yeah, you know, she basically was under Regina's control.
The entire time.
You know, there's still, from my perspective and how I played it, that there's still an element of who Belle is as a person there. Obviously, she's still there, and it's not somebody that's completely taken over her body in any respect, but yeah, you know, still not able to vocalize exactly how she would deal with that situation, let's put it that way, so not terribly in control.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Sean McGuire.
Yes.
Thank you. He's gotten himself into a bit of a pickle. I've been a fan of his since Eve, by the way. It was a sitcom he did. Yeah, y'all know. UPN, it's long gone. He's in a situation now with Regina and Zelina, and I found Robin Hood to be a very honorable man. So what is the honorable decision in this? He's got a baby coming.
Well,
he's in love.
I think it is complicated, and I think that, you know, when you have a situation like this, the best way to deal with it is to go on a show like Maury Povich and just have him figure it out for you. Because then you can just sit back and go, I don't know, I like them both. You know? No, I think he's in love with Regina, and you know, I got a lot of flack, or Robin Hood got a lot of flack for impregnating Zelina, but he didn't know he was impregnating Zelina. He thought it was his wife. He was trying to do the right thing and trying to be honourable, even though he was in love with Regina. He thought, oh, I'm in this new world, I'll be with my wife, I'll do the right thing, and then turned out it was her.
Sorry.
So it's caused a lot of problem, but I'm pretty sure Adam and Eddie will figure a nice,
By the way,
perfect
thanks for spoiling the Maury Povich review.
Oh, sorry. I tipped it, didn't I? Sorry. But no, I think he's like any decent person. He's trying to do the right thing, but life is messy and complicated, so he'll just have to follow his heart.
All right. And speaking of following their heart, Regina has to now make some decisions because her sister's back and the baby's on the way and it's not her baby and she can't have babies. Or can she have babies? Can she have babies? Can she reverse it? Can she have babies? I'm looking at you, Adam. Can she have babies? Perhaps, maybe. Okay, back to Lana. I know. I want a little baby Regina. Okay.
See, maybe a potion can change that.
Yes. What I love about this season for Regina is that ultimately she found out that her happiness has to be found within. It's not a person, it's not a place, it's not a situation. It's, right? Come on. It's her realizing that it has to be found within, and she's turning around all this different programming. So, in a certain way, Robin was there for some of that, but I think it's more than that that made her flip that switch. In your mind, what was it that made Regina go, no, this is what it is. This is what a happy ending is for me.
I mean, I think it was an evolution, and it happened over the course of the seasons. This change, you know, I think Emma had a huge influence on her. I think Henry predominantly had the biggest influence. The fear of losing her son is really what prompted her to take a look at herself and start changing. Like Regina says, Robin's just a part of her happiness, but he isn't what really, I mean, he makes her happy, but I think it's that self-growth and, you know, taking a look at oneself and really trying to do the right thing and then reaping the benefits of that. And the outcome of her doing the right thing, you know, what she receives is love and friendships and family, and so it's kind of like a no-brainer. So but it's really because of the family that she's inherited that I think is made a massive influence and change.
Speaking of family, Henry. Henry. I know. Great? Jared's great. Okay, he snapped the quill. He became the new author, and then he snapped the quill. And the apprentice still said, we've made the right choice, meaning he was still the author even though he snapped the quill. So my question is he going to blog the story now? Is it internet? Well, how are we going to get our stories? We had a quill.
That's an excellent question.
Thank you.
I don't think he thought that through. You know, Henry was making a heroic gesture, and he decided to do the right thing, and I'm sure that won't come back to haunt him.
He's not going to regret that at some point.
No, nothing will happen this season that will make him regret that. I think he's going to text the story or tweet it. We're going to tell it in 100. How many characters?
140.
140.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep asking this question every year, and if you want me to stop asking this question, you either need to do it or stop adding musical people to the cast. Musical episode. Look, man.
I mean,
look at these people, they want it. You got Sean, got Colin, got Josh. There's so many musical people. Their voices, all the accents they do, you know they can. Everybody up here can sing. Come on,
you guys want to sing someday?
Yeah. They want to do this.
Well, you know what? It would be great to do a musical episode. I don't know really even where to begin. You know, does anyone have any songs?
Are there any songwriters
Once Upon a Time songwriters out there? It's beginning to look a lot like A Dark Curse is Coming would be, I think, what we would open with. And then go, you know,
Purple
it's time
Smoke.
for Grannies.
Purple Smoke would be a good title.
I have a quick Camelot question. Does this exist in the same time that Killian was in the Royal Army, Navy?
Camelot is
Colin?
going. Camelot's going to exist in a. Adam, why don't you answer that because I don't know how to say it.
Camelot exists in a parallel timeline with everything. So it's existed, and how we portray it and show you, you'll see that it's existed long ago, short ago, present ago, and maybe in the future.
Okay.
But yes, it may have coexisted with that time period.
Okay, and this is another question I got on Twitter from a lot of people. Is there an illustrator of the storybook?
Ooh. Illustrator.
You guys, look, there's pictures. It's not just words, it's pictures too. Isaac didn't look like he was...
This year, the search for the sketch artist is on.
Send your resumes.
Good question. We got to look into the illustrator.
I want to ask this question for Jenny and Josh. This is a quick one. We're going to do this quick. How has being parents in real life changed how your parents on Once Upon a Time? Go.
How's being parents changing your...
You didn't hear me, Josh?
Changing your life.
They're so tired they don't understand the question.
A lot less sleep. A lot less sleep. No, it changes everything. It changes how you think about everything. Literally everything. The world, what you do.
See your heartbeat outside of your body. It changes
Yeah.
the stakes, I feel. I mean, I don't have to imagine anything now. Any threat to Emma and I have a full-blown panic attack, just as I would. We're all over there.
There's a couple of housekeeping things I want to do. First of all, I want to tell you that those of you in Florida, in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, Mr. Gold's pawnbroker antiquities dealer storefront display is open at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's the first thing. Second, we did not get a lot of questions in from the audience, and I'm sorry, but there was a reason I didn't pick a lot, and the reason is this. The next 10 people that were in line are getting tickets to the signing. So I didn't call you because I wanted you to get to meet them. Now you love me. Now you love me. Okay. And I wanted to, and you guys wanted to say one more thing.
Yeah, there's one more thing we want to show you. So if you just hang around. It's a little bit of a surprise, we hope, and we hope you enjoy it. It's a little peek at something we're going to be doing in season 5. And thank you all for coming.
Thanks for
and
coming,
you
you
all for
guys.
watching.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys.